Hello. So I wanted to come on really quickly and share how important it is to. Well, there are a couple things that I wanted to share. Um, we can focus in on the external, and what I realize is that if a person has acne and they're putting on or skin issues and they're putting on product on their skin over and over again, but not focusing on their insides, then 9 times out of 10, it's not going to help. Everything starts within, and it's the same for our hair. If I'm doing things that aren't beneficial to my blood cells, then it's possible that it's not going to be beneficial, and I'm going to see a difference in my hair, whether it's from the feel of it, the lack of luster or sheen, or lack of growth. But anyway, what I wanted to really talk about is how the internal seems to get ignored, and it reminded me of children and how I know my parents. I come from them, and we are all, every last one of us are empaths. And if we're in tune then with ourselves, then we can pick up on energy. So it's not about what our parents said to us, it was about the energy that was projected or that we picked up on. And so if our children are disrespecting, disregarding, dishonoring, having emotional, irrational responses, or are angry, a lot of times it's because, not all the time, but some of the times it's because they are responding to the avoidance that we have as parents sometimes, when we're avoiding that voice on the inside that's letting us know that we need to do X, Y, and Z. And so spirit will get our attention through our children. If we're in tune, we'll know, like, I see me in there not doing this. That's my mirror. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about, how it's so important to go within and honor self through whatever spirit is saying. And that's about the internal, your internal being. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is confidence. So one thing that I noticed is that I was in a particular area, and I was in the store, and a young lady walks past, and she has I don't know what they're called, but butterfly locks, or some kind of lock, faux lock. And I was getting ready to compliment her on her hair, and she walks past me, looks at my hair, and says, "Ew," and she and her friend start laughing. Then it was another situation where I was somewhere, and a young lady and her friend were also pointing and saying remarks, and I just immediately felt a level or a boost of confidence. Walking with my head up, smiling, because the bottom line is that I was getting ready to compliment the young lady. And so you can be beautiful physically, your hair can be laid, but how you treat people, what we say about each other. No one, well, I'm not going to say no one, but a lot of people, no, I'm not going to say a lot of people. Some people don't consider things, other things, don't consider what a person may be dealing with. And so while I'm not dealing with anything as far as, drastic, but let's just say, this is a part of my religion, and my hair has to grow like this. I can't. And people will mock people ignorantly, without knowing people's situations, without knowing the why. And so I just found that interesting, how our internal is really what a lot of us should be focusing on. Because when we focus on the internal, we'll shift, the external will shift the way it needs to shift. So anyway, I said I was going to start sharing my physical health journey, and I am going to do that. My next video, I am going to share a little bit on this video, and that is that I have lost 14 pounds. And I am really going to go into the weight and my journey, what I've experienced, and why I put on the weight, and what I'm doing to get rid of the weight. And it's been very, very interesting. I have learned some things about myself as I work to getting rid of or releasing the weight. And one of the things is that weight gain has been a protective mechanism for me, has been a sort of armor. And I think I've shared a little bit about how I was in a relationship, or a couple of relationships, and when I would break up, I would cut my hair off because I didn't know what to do with the energy. It was so much energy. I didn't know how to transmute. And because I am aware that I've been an empath, I knew that I would pick up on energy. But when you pick up on energy, so if you're unaware of what to do with it, it can become too much. And so I would just cut my hair off. Well, also with gaining the weight, I used to be a vegan years ago. I lost so much weight, became very, very, very physically fit. And it proves that even if when you focus on the external, if you don't have the internal, where it needs to be, then so in other words, you can think that you're attractive, but how do you feel about yourself? And so I knew that I was attractive. I knew that I had I was shapely and fit, but I still didn't think much about myself. So I still attracted foolishness. People, not to go into that too much this time, but so anyway, I'm aware that eventually I allowed the weight to be a protective mechanism, an armor, so that it could shield me from people like be a repellent almost. And so anyway, I'm not going to go too far into this video. I'm going to share in my next video a little bit more in detail about my hair and my weight combined, and what these locks have been to me when it pertains to picking up on things, picking up on vibrations and all that good stuff. All right, I'm gonna go. Peace.